So this is really hard for me to do because it shows my vulnerability, and I'm not good at that. But the doctor has asked me to start diarying, writing in a journal, diarying things that's going on with me, to help me see things and help me put things in perspective, like see the ups, see the downs, celebrate the ups, and make me more of aware of things that affect me and how they affect me, sometimes days or even like a week later. So yeah, here I am. So this is me. I am Alice Hoyt. I live in Utah. I'm 41. Who I am, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm an aunt, I'm a healthcare worker. I don't work clinical, but I do work at a hospital. I am a daughter of God. I am a COVID long hauler. And I used to be a marathoner. And I hope to be again one day. I'm usually very active. 2020 was supposed to be my year to start training for triathlons. I was actually currently training for triathlons when I got hit with COVID in August of 2020. It is now April of 2021. So I've had 8 months of not being able to exercise, not living my life the way I have always lived my life for the last 41 years. I have not been able to go and do the things I want to. As you can see, I'm currently on oxygen, and I gotta, hold on. I don't know how to flip the screen. I'm just learning how to do this. Well, I don't know how to, but I have an oxygen machine. It breathes for me. Currently, today, I'm supposed to be at work. I had to call in that I can't work today because I got a flare-up of exhaustion. I know that doesn't make sense, but let me explain. Sometimes when I am physically too active, mentally too active, I can get hit with extreme fatigue. Like, I'm tired and could go to sleep just sitting here on my stairs trying to talk to you. My O2 stats 94, which is okay, it's good, but I need to put this in perspective for people. It's not good to have stats of 94 when you are on 2 liters of oxygen and you are laying down in bed all day. I mean, we're not even talking about sitting up. Like, me sitting up right now, this is the longest I've sat up all day today. So yes, 94 is decent according to the medical field, but put it in the perspective of that's laying down doing nothing, because I can't do anything right now. I'm too tired. I have flu-like symptoms. I have chills. My feet are freezing. I can't get warm. My hands are too hot. I just want to put them in ice. They're so hot. I have a headache. My appetite has been non-existent, and I'll be honest, I only ate today because I had to take my vitamins and my medicine. I'm still dealing with a lot of loss of smell and taste, so yeah, that's not been fun. I love food. I'm a foodie. I love recipes. I love making recipes. I love tweaking other people's recipes, like for what I need. Just a little current update of where I am, so I remember. This is April 15th of 2021. Today, in about an hour, I'll be headed to get hook all the electrodes and whatever for a sleep test tonight. And I'm worried how it's gonna go. I have exhaustion today. I mean, thankfully this week I haven't had a lot of major heart issues, heart rate, heart drop, blood pressure drop, which I've had the last 2 weeks. But I was also exercising those last 2 weeks, and I haven't exercised at all. This week I exercised. Well, I wouldn't call it an exercise, but I'm gonna call it an exercise because pre-COVID, it would not be exercise for me. This would be like fun in the sun, let me just relax, whatever, kind of. And that's the mentality I kind of took with it on Sunday, is my old mentality. It's just a light bike ride. I went on the bike ride for the first time since I've got COVID of last year. And I felt so good. I had my oxygen on, my backpack. I kept it slow and steady. I didn't let my heart rate get above, I think the highest it got was like 134. That's because I had to go up a little tiny hill, and I rested at the top of the hill, and I didn't keep going. I made sure to bring my heart rate back down. And while I was exercising, I did increase my oxygen to 2.5 instead of just 2.0, just in case. Like, I just wanted to make sure I was just being as safe as possible. And that was Sunday, and it was 40 minutes. And literally, I stood on a bridge with Daniel, enjoying nature, looking at the ducks, the fish in the river, talking about life. And of those 40 minutes, I probably only biked 20 to 30 at the most. That's how much I stood. I read this post today that talked about, like, the COVID warning flags are like little whispers. So I've learned to listen to my spiritual whisperings of my heart through the Holy Ghost. They're very, very distinct for me. They are in my head and they're in my heart, and that's how I hear him. For those who are not LDS, that's what we believe in. The Holy Ghost as a messenger to help us through our daily lives, through our journey here on earth, and I'm used to that, but I'm not used to listening to the whisperings of my COVID my COVID red flags. COVID's like, you're just doing too much, Alice. Like, nope, you shouldn't eat that. Nope, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, when you've had 41 years of just being able to get up and go, and now it's gone. It's hard. It's hard to learn how to listen to your body. It's hard to get out of the habit. I mean, we're all taught this. We're taught, oh, just push harder, push harder. You know, that exercise, just push down that wall. That's how you break barriers. That's how your body's gonna grow and get stronger. And yes, that's true. That's so true. I mean, I've done that. I've experienced that in my training. It is really true. But it's not true with COVID. It's not. It's the complete opposite. I have to learn to stop. I have to learn a new way of life. And it's scary and it's hard because you just want everything to be better. Like, I kind of get upset at people. People come in and where I work and they're like, oh, isn't this thing over with yet? Is COVID gone? Oh, I wish it was gone. Sorry, I'm having a hard time with this. I really wish it was gone. Because then this doesn't have to be who I am now. I don't have to go through everything I'm going through. Well, okay, I'm gonna get back to that. I know this is running a lot longer than I thought, but kind of addressing a lot here. Apparently I had more to say than I thought. I tried writing in a journal and it's like all over the place. I mean, I just made no sense. And I guess these videos are going to be a little bit of the same thing, but I feel like this might be the medium for me. Sorry, backtracking, I digress. That happens a lot, by the way. That's called COVID brain. And sometimes it makes it very hard to communicate. And sometimes it makes it hard for me to communicate with my caregivers, like physicians, my doctors, because I will be in a visit and I will just be just into the conversation and I'll forget, oh, I need to worry about this. Oh, I need to worry about this. Oh, I probably should mention this. Like, oh my gosh, I should mention my dizziness. Oh my gosh, I should mention my vertigo. Oh, I should mention, my heart. I mean, some things I remember, some things I don't. Like I got an eye infection and apparently when my oil glands got clogged and I'll be honest, I was so tired of going to doctors that I didn't go to the doctor. Nope, I didn't call the doctor about my eye. I just let it hurt and be puffed up and feel like it was about to pop out of its socket for, a week. Because I'm just tired of doctors. So today's a sleep app study. I have to get a heart monitor and wear it for 2 weeks. I just saw the ears, nose, and throat doctor for the ringing in my ears. And apparently there's no physical damage. So there's nothing they can do. And even if there was physical damage from COVID, which they have seen, if there was physical damage, they still couldn't do anything about it. So it's kind of like it's behavior now. So not really behavior. Like, I don't know. She didn't even tell me what it's called, but it's to like learn to ignore the constant ringing in my head since I've had COVID. Like it's this high pitch, just constant tone that wakes me up at night, that is so loud I have to turn up the radio so loud. Like people in the cars next to me can hear my music, and that's a little embarrassing for me. Because I love my music, but I love me to listen to my music, and I don't want to like make other people listen to my music. Um, she told me something that was really profound, though. The ears, nose, and throat doctor. She said a lot of the treatment for symptoms of COVID are seen as a lot of holistic stuff, which I think is great because I've always thought that. I do respect Western medicine. I do respect Eastern medicine. I think both can be used interchangeably, and I am doing that as a COVID long hauler. And I can't say it's working 100% for me because I'm not better. Am I seeing improvements? Yes. Are they tiny baby steps when I want to walk? Yes. I mean, I'm not even thinking about fast walking in my recovery or like even like running or nothing. I mean, I'm using it as a metaphor, obviously. But I mean, this is just dragging out forever. One good thing, my hair is starting to grow back in. Unfortunately, it's decided to be white instead of brown. I'm getting some brown strands, but the majority of what's coming back that was lost is very white. You can see like a little, like, oh my gosh, I just saw a little, I can't see it. Oh, right here. This silver little hair. It's like that long. So, and then my doctor said it's from all the stress that COVID did to my body. Speaking of that, I'm on an elimination diet right now for food sensitivities and allergies. So I did a little panel. Apparently I'm allergic to garlic and moderately allergic to garlic. And of course, Daniel loves garlic, and everything we have there's garlic in it. Like, garlic is in everything, like in our freaking A1 sauce and like just everything. So I kind of did let him know, like, before we got married, like, I didn't do a lot with garlic stuff. So, and maybe that was why, maybe that was the reason why I didn't like garlic very much. But it's supposed to be really healthy for you, but it's not healthy for me because I'm allergic to it now. Apparently, I didn't know this. I also didn't know I have some food sensitivities to wheat, oats, rice, corn. I kind of knew corn because whenever I eat corn, it kind of hurts my stomach. But only like raw corn, like corn on the cob, or even like corn in like just the whole corn. Like if it's like popcorn, I do better with it, but I don't do great with it. I forgot to ask, am I lactose intolerant? I've always been told, or I've always felt like I was, which is why I buy the lactose intolerant stuff, because I'd eat cereal and it would hurt my stomach. I thought it was the milk. Come to find out, all my favorite cereals are made with corn, wheat, oat, and rice. They use all 4 sensitivities that I'm sensitive to make their cereal. So I might have just been sensitive to the cereal and not the milk. So I got to remind myself to email the doctor to ask that question again, because I totally forgot about that. Oops. It says I'm having a low battery. So here I am at home, and wishing my life was different, wishing I was healthy, wishing I was outside working. I can't even work my normal job. They put me on a table. I'm a greeter. I just greet people as they come in. And I'm still having problems with fatigue, even just doing that. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now. I love you. I love my family. I still do love my life. It's hard right now, but I still love it. Be safe. Try to be healthy. Whether you believe this pandemic is real or not, all that aside, do what you can to mitigate unhealthy behaviors. All right.